Me too.
I got my trusty sweatshirt, so I'm good.
Oh, there he is. There's the press.
I'm gonna send you out in 2 seconds.
It's a executive session, bro.
Your agenda's on the table.
Doesn't sound right either, does it? The air conditioning.
Yeah.
Struggle.
I was just up there, I think, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they just, $400.
That's what it just, that's what it costs to look at it. Really get you much else.
You shouldn't have to find it outside, but it's easy, this is easy to get to.
Okay. I officially open the meeting, and then I will make a motion to go into executive session to discuss specific employee history and also litigation.
Resolution, isn't it?
Yes.
I will second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And, Michael, we came out of this executive session, motion from Dave, second by Fran, and it was at 8:26 PM.
Thank you.
And you want to make a statement that no action's going to be taken tonight?
That is good.
Chip Rose says, thank you. Chip Rose says, thank you.
Yeah.
He said he thought that's what the answer was going to be.
That's how they
But
put
thought I'd try.
And this thing,
Yep, we're done. We're all done.
Okay, we're back and running. As Marie said, we came out of executive session at 8:26, was it?
Yeah.
8:26, no actions being taken on discussion. We'll continue on with our agenda. Next is approve the revised service agreement with Managed Technology for CCTV camera equipment and services. Does anyone know the specifics on this? I have a breakdown from a condensed version from Jeff, but if anyone else
I thought Jeff said that the purpose for this is that it combines
all three.
for all three agreements into one, and that the terms and conditions are consistent with what was in the three individual ones.
And there was a very slight savings.
Pardon?
There was a very slight savings in the combining.
Oh, okay. And it makes the paperwork a lot easier
Right,
for
yeah.
everybody.
So for our viewing audience and people in the audience, this is for our the camera that we have set up now in a few places outside the building. We have some. We have them down at the visitor center, and we have them at the at Mayor's Park. So they were all broken down into three different payments. So we're combining them all in one. So
I'll make a motion to have the mayor sign the revised agreement with Managed Technologies for our CCTV technology.
Second that?
discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Next, and this is kind of out of our hands, I believe, is the approved renewal of workers' compensation insurance with New York State Municipal Workers' Compensation Alliance. It's a 3% increase from our previous payments.
And the premium increase is due to a 3% increase in payroll. I didn't think we had a 3% increase in payrolls.
What Kieran said to us is that they pull the previous approved budget, which was not the budget we have for now, it's the budget from the previous year at that point. And that's how they pull these numbers for this, and they may be able to adjust down a little bit when they look at our actual numbers.
Okay.
The opposite, PERMA, who we had before compliance,
Yes.
last year had quoted us 67 and change, and this year was closer to 68. So compliance, while they have gone up a bit, is still below PERMA at this point.
And that number is what?
64,199, 00.
Nice work on that, Fran.
A lot of comp.
I will make a motion to approve the renewal of the workers' comp insurance with New York State Municipal Workers' Compensation Alliance.
I will second.
Any discussion further? All in favor?
Aye.
Next is approved hiring of parking enforcement personnel. Larry's talked to the sheriff's department about hiring some cadets. Some are, I think, already training, some are graduated, but they're younger folk, to do foot patrol on Main Street, and just they'd only be able to give out tickets. They can't give out summonses or anything. They can call the other officers to do that, but this would save us some money instead of having our officers doing the second officer on weekends.
So the sheriff's department actually pays for it, or do we come?
No, we'll be paying for it, but it'll be probably half as much as we would be paying the second officer.
Do you know what the price is?
I think it's $15 an hour.
Okay.
I think Larry, we agreed on it kind of, and then I think he just had to run it by them, but, or no, I'm not sure if it was, it might have been less than 15. Actually, I think it was $13.50.
Okay.
Because
We don't have to
Larry
use-
had talked to Michelle about it. What's that?
We don't have to uniform them, or?
Yeah, Larry's said he would get them. It's probably just blue.
Sure.
Blue pants,
But
white
not like
shirt or something.
what
No.
we give the
No.
other ones.
No.
And they're not armed?
No,
No, they're cadets.
unless they want, unless they have a carry.
I have to ask. Oh, all right.
Definitely.
So, he has two recommendations he's gotten in here, of two people that would alternate, they wouldn't be at the same time. So, I think there were 4 altogether, and it was narrowed down to these 2, so.
They were helping with the graduation, I think. I saw a
They
few.
were, and they're also gonna be helping on the July 4th, or the Independence Day. So, I think it's kind of a win-win if it works out.
Yes.
And the PBA also understands this and are fine with it.
Great.
Unless something different. So anyway, I'd like to approve the hiring, I'd make a motion to approve the hiring of the parking enforcement personnel.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next is to accept the resignation of Elliot Hammond from the zoning board. Please accept this letter of resignation from my position as member of the Cold Spring Village zoning board effective August 1st, 2018. I would like to thank Elliot for his time. He's been on, he was on and then was off for a little while and then came back, and so he filled the board, and so I'm thankful for Elliot for his time of service, and wish him well. So I'd like to make a motion to accept the resignation of Elliot Hammond from the zoning board.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Independence Day celebration update. Oh. Okay.
We're almost there.
We're almost there, yeah. Let's see, where do we start? Where do you wanna start?
Sure, it's gonna be on June 30th.
All right, good, all right.
4 PM.
We've been
And-
meeting every week.
And we're gonna meet again Thursday night.
We'll be meeting Thursday night to set up, where the lineup for the parade and the vendors, where we're gonna be situated. Vendors will be, this year, we have a number that will be, both in the park and also, on West Street. Also the vendors, we have Knights of Columbus, serving hot dogs and hamburgers. We got what else will they be selling? I think water, do we have everything there?
They had said pizza and Zeppelin's, water soda. That's the Knights of Columbus. Lions Club is gonna be doing beer and wine.
No, they're not wine, they're beer and ice cream sandwiches.
Sorry, okay.
Cappuccinos is wine,
Sangria.
yeah, it's sangria.
Okay. Pinto?
I
Pinto?
don't know which one is Pinto. I don't have my little list of them.
Okay. Bayside is having corn and lemonade.
Yeah, that's a combination, that's right.
And Greg's food truck, hot dogs, hamburgers, etc. Lee Cohn, hot dogs. Barber and Brew still.
No, they came in today.
And
They
what are
did
they
come
gonna be
in.
doing?
Did they-
Craft
I don't know.
beer.
I don't know, but they brought in the permits in the.
Oh, they did.
Okay.
Late this afternoon.
Their craft beer.
And we just talked about cappuccino.
Who's also going to be doing beer now?
Cappuccino?
Yes,
God, we're gonna have a lot of beer.
yes.
It's gonna be a hot day. A lot of beer will be welcome.
Go, go.
The taco, Tito Taco.
Tito
Camar.
Sante.
Yes.
Tito Sangrias.
Go-Go Pops. The Haldane senior class is going to be having a bake sale. And I think that's it. So we'll have more food than we have had in previous years and different types of food. And I think you should go through the people who are going to be in the parade. I think it's really impressive.
I have that list with me, if I can do it from memory.
You can read that.
I could probably
That's
do
the
it.
list.
The other thing is there'll be inflatables for the kids from Fun Zone.
Oh, that's who Pinto is. Pinto is kids' gifts. It's gift, not, like.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
Well, they're not the bouncy, they're.
No, they're not the
Oh,
bouncy,
that's
it's
right,
like
that's
stuffed
right.
animals.
Yeah.
When you said it, I thought it was
Stuffed
stuffed
animals.
animals.
So Jeff Hanna has the Fun Zone, so he's bringing down 4 fairly big slides and bouncers for the kids that are inflatable. No water involved unless they have to be hosed down because they're hot. Actually went down there today with them. I think we can do most of them or some of them in the shade, so that'll be good. So it's $10 per child. Like, I'm not sure exactly what that gets you. I think it's a whole day of jumping till you drop. That's all I know. So we have quite a few things going on down there. As far as the parade, we're scrambling for a color guard. Another story on that one, but that would be followed by the West Point Band. There would be 16 members in that, around 16 members, called the Hellcats. They'll be leading the parade. We have I think it's a '63 Jeepster, canary yellow, beautiful, that'll be driving our Grand Marshal Joetta, and probably 2, if the other World War II vets are available, they'll be riding in that. Then Phil D'Amato and his wife will be driving their Camaros. I think they're the '60s convertibles, and we're trying to put the vets in those vehicles. Barbara Scucciamara and Sheriff Langley will be attending. Barbara's husband collects cars also, so the only one he has that's a convertible is a VW, a vintage one, so he'll be driving basically, hopefully Barbara and Sheriff Langley in that. What other dignitaries? I think that's it for
Bill O'Neill,
Oh, Bill O'Neill. We're trying to get vehicles for everybody, so it's going to be a hot day. So and Bill needs to drive. So Bill O'Neill from Nelsonville. Everyone else there wasn't available. Richard Shea and Bobby Bob Flaherty and Mike Leonard will be here from the county, or I mean from the town. Let's see, who else we have. We have a group of women called the Pre-Sisters, which do, they have empty drum, what are they called, buckets, like tape compound buckets or water buckets that they will dress up, and I guess they've been practicing and they do a drum thing, so they'll be marching.
march.
They march. I think there's like about 16 of them also, 12 to 16. We also have the Hudson Highlands Pipe Band will be in it. The fire company, so far we have North Highlands and Cold Spring. And the Ambulance Corps, Phillipstown Ambulance Corps will also be stationed down at Dockside for us if any emergencies if they're needed. What else do we have?
Pet contest?
We have the Pet
Patriotic
Brigade,
Brigade, yep.
Patriotic Pet Brigade.
Yep.
We also have the Girl Scouts, who I think are doing a float. The Cub Scouts may not be in. We thought that the Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts would be there, but I heard today from both Cub Scout and Boy Scout leaders, and they might not be able to do that. Definitely not the Boy Scout. What else do we have?
We have the bicycle contest.
Bicycle contest and the pie contest. Decorated bicycles will be in the parade. That'll be starting at 4 o'clock from the town hall, Cedar Street, and work its way down to the river.
And the parrot gun.
And the parrot gun, it will be there'll be a replica parrot gun on a flatbed truck that Putnam History Museum is putting into the mix. They will also, I understand, be throwing candy. So,
Is the Shakespeare Festival?
Shakespeare
Parade?
Festival is also going to be marching. No parade, no floats. They'll be marching, and they're giving out coupons, and I think they're giving out candy too, like Halloween. And I think that's it.
That's pretty
Fife and
good.
Drum Corps?
Yes, you said that.
Yeah, the
We
Fife
did
and Drum,
say
that's the
that, okay.
first one, yeah.
Oh,
the
okay,
Hellcat.
well, help, that's it.
Oh, the help, okay.
I think that's it. So we're just waiting to see, we're hoping for more donations. We do have 2 very generous donations, one from NT Bank for 1,000 and one is from Magazino for 1,000. So that's really helpful for us, especially to help us with the music.
And you have 2 bands?
What's that?
You have 2 bands?
And we have 2 bands, yes, we have 2 bands. The Chris O'Leary Band's like a blues rock band. And we also have locals, the Breakneck Ridge Review will be the kickoff band, and that's at 5:30. They're all supposed to be on for like an hour and a half, so the O'Leary Band will come on at 7:30 approximately. And that'll be at Dockside.
What if it rains?
If it rains, that's a good question. If it rains, it will be Sunday, the
Sunday.
following day. But it's not gonna rain. It's gonna rain sunshine
It's gonna be hot.
and humidity.
You know, just wondering if we had a backup
And
plan.
after the pie baking contest, after the winners have been selected, we will be selling the pie slices for anyone who wishes to purchase them.
And the winner of the pie baking contest will be crowned Cold Spring Pie Royalty.
That's right.
So if anybody here wants to bake a pie,
We need pie. The pie
Feel free.
entries are lacking, so please get people out there.
Be the only.
But yeah, they
pie.
can enter and just bring their pie in there.
It's a beautiful crown.
It is a beautiful crown.
Very nice.
Very nice.
good.
And I think
And the
ribbons will
winners
be
get
given
gift
out
certificates
too.
too.
Yes, gift certificates from Lynn, from Go Pots. And the bike contest will be
Money.
given money, which is 25, 15,
25,
and
15,
10.
and 10.
And 10.
And the pet winner will receive a gift package from Leonora.
All winners.
Oh, yes.
Also, Go Pop supplies for everyone in the bike contest, I believe.
Yes.
They get free pops.
Free pops.
A coupon
That's
for
worth
free
it
pops.
right
We
there.
don't throw pops at them.
I'm bringing them.
Yeah, throw pops.
Oh, that's what pie judges are?
Our pie judges are Zane Earl Stewart and Kevin Leahy from the main course and Lori Eli from Riverview Restaurant. So we got some great judges. So we're actually surprised, anxious to do it, and happy to do it. So yeah, so that'll be good. And now all we need is pies. Once again, get your friends to bring pies. Not sure what else I think that's pretty
I think
much
that's
it.
it.
Just a matter of pulling everything together now. And if there are any volunteers out there, we will do 50-50 and a donation table, which helps out immensely. So we could use a few more volunteers for that. I have one other for you.
Great.
And what else? Also helping, if there's anybody available for helping to set up a sound system on Saturday morning, that'll be helpful. The trailer has been installed. Phillips Sound brought down the trailer for the stage that we use as a stage, so they delivered that this morning. So we're scrambling kind of with the sound system, and Joe Johnson, a local, and Damian McDonald's helping him, who has done it in the past, but couldn't do it himself this year. So they're kind of working. We do have someone donating a sound system, and I don't know how they want to officially be called right now, but we definitely will be thanking them and giving them some recognition. And that's it. So get the word out. We tried our best to make it into a nice event this year. It's tough. A lot of people go on vacation right away, so it's hard to find people for everything. But there's usually thousands of people here. It's a good day. And that's about it. Like Steve, he's going.
I'll be available in the morning to help set up the sound
Yeah,
system.
streets will be closed throughout the day.
Oh, that's
so
right, yeah, I should mention that.
Cedar Street will be closed until
So I won't
after
be
you
able to
step
leave
off.
town?
And now you're stuck.
Excuse me.
I think everything's gonna be closed all the way down Main Street, all streets, side streets from, I believe, 3 o'clock, did he say? 3:30, something like 3:30 till after the parade.
And nobody will be driving down to the river.
Right, and the lower Main Street, that'll be closed up at 2:30, totally. You know, I mean, they'll let people in, we have to let drivers in, or dropping off handicapped people, that for one, and people that are vendors that need things. So there will be people allowed to go through, people that live there will be, but there's not gonna be any through traffic, so to speak, on all the streets. So everyone should be aware of that. Again, I think that's it. Somebody can bring something else up, we can talk about that.
There's a lot of stuff going on. It should be a lot of fun.
So,
Oh.
That's a good
when
one.
you're up,
We have bills here. We need bills. Okay, so we have, batch number 4661 for a total of, I move to approve bills of batch 4661 for a total of $33,089.71. This is for fiscal year 2017-2018.
I will second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And then we have another batch for fiscal year 2018-2019, our current year, batch number 4662 for $97,477.39.
I will second that one also. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next, we have approval of Board of Trustees meeting June 12th, 2018. I will make a motion to accept.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anything else from the board?
We won't have any meetings next week.
Oh, yes, two things. One, we will not be having a meeting next week. Everyone needs a rest from the Independence Day celebration, which is mainly made up of at least 4 of the trustees, all of the trustees. So, yeah, so there won't be a meeting next week, and also we'll be having a meeting this Thursday, as we said, it's 7 o'clock?
Yes.
7 o'clock for the Independence Day Committee, kind of to wrap things up and coordinate.
The furniture's coming again.
I think that's anything from the audience. Says,
Same time.
thanks for your patience tonight, sorry about the exec session. Guess that's it. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that one.
All in favor?
Aye.
They're gonna send a different proof.
They refused to carry it.
Who seconded?
I did.
Brandon.
I get a chance, but I'll